As your little ones head back to school, you might be wondering, are they on the path to success? Our next guest says it's never too early to set up your child to win at the game of life. Joining me now is Sadhana Pasricha, author of Social Capital Success Strategies for Parents. Sadhana, welcome to Connecticut Style. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you, Teresa.
And I feel like we all could take a page out of your book. You're a mom to 2 Harvard graduates. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
And you were also a professor for many years. But let's get right into it. Let's talk a little bit about parenting success. How would you define it?
Well, every parent wants the best for their children. And so to be successful, it's not about getting your kids into the best college or preparing them for a job. For a parent to be successful, we need to do our best so our children can be the best that they can be and achieve their full potential.
Role model, right?
Right. And so we want them to be confident, competent, creative, and compassionate. That is success.
All right. And you say social capital is also a key to that factor.
Absolutely. So social capital are the assets that emerge from our relationships. And these include our networks, our trust, our goodwill, reputation, getting the right advice at the right time. And people who are successful are not the smartest or the best looking, or people who are successful are the ones who have the stock of social capital and they know how to nurture relationships.
Okay, and all this is in a new book that you have out.
Yes, that's coming out, right.
Very good. So let's get into it more. You say you don't necessarily have to focus on A's and F's, but in a roundabout way you do. Let's go through the A's to avoid, first of all. And as you just mentioned, academics only. You can't just be academics.
No. If you just focus on academics, now I don't mean that academics are not important. They are important. However, if you just focus on academics, you lose out on the social skills that are necessary to win in the game of life. So action item for parents, and I'm talking parent to parent, that you need to encourage your children to take part in extracurricular activities like sports, dance, and you tell them you don't have to be perfect, you have to do the best that you can, because those are the skills that will actually help them a lot in their life.
Sure, and the next one is attention only.
Yes, now, children and teens tend to focus a lot on themselves, so when they focus only on themselves, they tend to magnify their problems. So what we need to do is take their attention off themselves, and action item for parents is to involve them in community service activities. So for example, my daughter had asthma and she didn't want to do a lot of things, so we encouraged her to do community service, and she became the campaign for tobacco-free kids, international youth advocate for anti-tobacco. And so you teach children to take their pain and turn it into a purpose.
Sure. And then next is afraid to experiment.
Yes, this is really important, and this is true for adults too. We are very comfortable. We are uncomfortable in getting out of our comfort zone.
Sure.
So when my older daughter was in middle school, she had already changed 5 schools and she was having a really tough time making friends, and it was a crying scene every day. And she said I didn't want to do art because she didn't want to get out of her comfort zone. So I signed her up for a clown camp at the local YWCA. That was the best. And then now she's graduated from Harvard and she's a doctor, and she still uses those skills. So you never know when those skills come in handy. So yes, not just don't focus only on academics, don't focus all the attention on yourself, and make sure you encourage your children to experiment and try. Successful people fail fast. So failure is not failure, these are learning opportunities.
Sure, and it really creates a well-rounded individual, right?
Exactly.
All right, so the F's do play a role in this situation, but they're not bad. You just want to concentrate on friends and fun relationships.
Yes, so the F success formula is actually based on our relationships. So we need to coach our children to focus on relationships. So the first is with friends. Children need to have fun, and a lot of the neuroscience research shows that when we are having fun, we are more receptive to learning, and our attention is focused on academics. So we need to have diverse friends and we need to have fun. Then we do well in academics and become successful.
And then next one is faculty relationships.
Yes. So with our teachers, we need to actually build relationships early before problems occur.
Start.
So as parents, I would send a note to my teachers, my children's teacher, and say, thank you so much for being my child's teacher this year. I'm so excited. My daughter's very happy. And if you have any concerns or any problems, here, please contact me whenever you need.
It's probably never too early to do that either.
Yes, and then also coach your children that if there is a problem, how do you speak to your teachers? Don't disengage. Teachers are there to help you, so go in and ask for help.
And then it's always important to have your family relationships as well going with the F theme here.
That is very important. And there are many, many ways that we constantly have to focus on family. But one easy way that I have found to be very helpful is to focus on finding some TV shows that you constantly want to watch together.
Right?
And the reason is because you want to laugh at the things that your children laugh at. And sometimes you don't know what the songs are or what the theme is, so you ask your children and then you have a two-way conversation because we need to have more conversations with our children.
Very good. And Sadhana, the book is coming out soon, but we can get some advanced copies.
Yes, so you can go to my website, socialcapitalsuccess.com, and you can download some free action items that I've created, and those are free. And I will be periodically sending you more information. So parents can get started. And it's very important that as we coach our children that we actually up our game too. So it's about role modeling the behavior and being happy and enjoying what we do.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for the advice as kids head back to school.